Assalamualaikum and very good day. So we continue for our topics regarding for the air pollution. So this table show the control technology. So this one have the summarize lah. The summarize for the previous topic. As I explained for the previous topic. So this one more easier lah when you want to look to compare what is the pollutant. So what is the suitable treatment that can be used to treat, to remove or to prevent for this pollutant from the air. Okay, so if the particulate matters, so usually they're using the electrostatic precipitator, Bighouse filter, particle scrubber or cyclone. This four method that is suitable to remove the particulate matter. So to reduce the materiality for fire. So this one the explanation. So for the sulfur dioxide SO2, so they're using the gas flow gas desulfurization or cleaning sulfur from the coal for the combustion. So they're using combustion. So VOC, thermal or catalyst oxidation adsorption. Okay, biofilter. So this one you can use to remove the VOC for nitrate oxide. Okay, static converter for the dioxide emission vehicle source, such as the selective reduction. Okay, they can be used the scrubbers adsorption system. Okay, ozone. Sama similar as the NOx and VOC. So for mercury, injection carbon, the gas followed by particle collection technology. So this is the type of the technology can be used to control or remove the air pollution. So this is the explanation. Okay, absorption, this one. Okay, Bighouse. So this one I just explained for the this one the cyclone, particulate matter, particulate pollution, pollutant. Okay, so this one dah explain atas, this one just summarize. Okay, this technology electrospecific. So this one just summarize, so you can read and understand for the each treatment method that can be used to remove for what the purpose. So this one SO1 and then this one can be used the absorption, okay, or absorption scrubber pollutant. Okay, in the thermal oxidation VOC, CO and odor lah. So this one so this one scrubber SO2 hydrochloride. Okay, for the particles it can be scrubber. So for the each treatment say they have the certain pollutant that can be removed using this method. Okay, so now we continue for the next subtopic, ambient air water quality in the construction activity, because we are civil engineer, so we focus for the construction activity lah. So what is the what we need to monitor during for the construction activity. So air quality monitoring in the construction activity carried out to assess the extent of the pollution, ensure comply with the national legislation and everyday control option. Okay, if they have the problem related to the air pollution, so the contractor need to propose, or environment official need to propose what the control that needed to prevent for the air pollution. Okay, most monitoring plan are designed with the human health objective in mind, and motivation that this one for the monitoring plan are designed human health objective in mind, and monitoring session are therefore should be established in the population center. So nearest to the population when if your construction site remote from the population, so this is okay lah for the air quality, for the air monitoring. So then maybe they not required to monitor at the many points, but if your construction activity nearest to the population, so maybe they need to put one or two monitoring station to monitor the air quality. Okay, so the main consultant for the project should clarify and clearly identify the sampling station. So sampling station so sampling station depend on the population okay, population. As the monitoring station in construction drawing, early site investigation need to point out existing environment and then use the proposed site. Okay, in the Malaysia construction activity should be comply with the environment control plan as described in the BQ, bill of the quantity at the non-physical work for the air quality monitoring. In the BQ, this one BQ BQ. So bila sebut BQ tu, you know bill of the quantity at the requirement for the air quality monitoring to be conduct quarterly. So based on BQ lah, typically quarterly lah, for 3 month quarterly suku kan. So 4 time per year. Okay, so the baseline for the quality should be conducted before any physical work at the project. So baseline important, baseline as the reference, so reference data. So this is the limit that you need to exceed when you perform or when the construction activity started in that area. Okay, pollutant to be considered the standard force arahan kerja JKR is the TSP. Okay, total suspended particulate for 24-hour period at identified location in the BQ on the quarterly basis. Okay, TSP is measured on the site by using the particle sampler fitted with the filter paper. So this one adalah alat dah. This is the device or instrument that use, okay, to measure for the air quality. So kat sini nanti kita akan fill dengan filter paper. So filter paper tu will be measured for the TSP. This is the range TSP 260 microgram per meter cube. Okay, as the benchmark lah. So must be not exceed T260 and also baseline. Okay, and also baseline. So the two level for the air pollution that the construction area need to comply. Okay. Okay, doing the baseline monitoring, ni dah explain baseline. The first thing you need to find the baseline. Baseline is important because we need to know what is the current quality. Okay, current quality before construction started. Okay, started before the construction activity started. So we need to know what is the basic, what is the existing, okay, what is the existing air quality on that site, okay, before construction activity started. Okay, so this is the baseline. So when the construction activity starting, okay, any activity starting doing the construction in the construction area, so the air quality must be par with the baseline or less than the baseline. Okay, so 24 hours baseline and monitoring similar lah. Okay, general meteorological condition, wind speed, direction, precipitation, and noted regarding the significant adjustment does production source also be recorded to the baseline monitor period. Okay, so baseline monitor will be provide data for the determination of the appropriate action level with the limit level. Okay, set against the status of the agree limit. So baseline is important lah, as the agree limit or the compliance limit that the contractor or mancon need to follows. Okay, so the objective for the MOT quality monitoring to identify extent the construction dust impact on the sensitive receiver, to determine the effectivity of the mitigation measure to control the fugitive dust emission on the activity during the construction phase. So to audit, okay, to accommodate further and to comply with the action and limit. Okay, this is the mitigation what you can do for the mitigation or control for the action. Okay, watering on the water side. Okay, because for the dust, this one to control dust. Dust. Okay, skip hose for the metal transport should be total enclosed. Okay, mana-mana open area should be closed. Improvise particulate to reduce the particulate matters. Okay, vehicle washing facility. Okay, in out, so at the exit point, so when they want to out from the existing, okay, the area vehicle washing take. Okay, every main how road should be scaled. Okay, concrete, so no more dirt or earth on the road. Okay, every stop 20 bag cement should be covered. Okay, all dust matter should be sprayed with the water. So all this mitigation action that can use to reduce the or control the total particulate matters. Okay, everything should be washed to remove any dust. Okay, before leaving the construction. So this is important lah to provide the vehicle washing, okay, facility. Dust material stockpile, okay, on site should be covered. Okay, majority of the any sources of the particulate matter we need to cover. Okay, let's say this one lah. Okay, skip hose for the metal transport cover. Okay, stockpile cover. Okay, load dust material cover vehicle construction should be covered. Automatic cover lah. So to avoid from the particulate emission to the air. Okay, and next important thing, next topic is the noise pollution. Okay, noise pollution, the propagation of the noise with the harmful impact to the activity, human and animal. Source of the pollution for the for the construction, usually from the machine, transportation, the mobilize of the vehicle, okay, and transportation system. In the resident area, pollution may come from this one for the domestic noise, okay, from the loud music, noise, okay, loud care maintenance, okay, there will be construction. Example, the piling activity lah. Noise affect both human, physical, psychology and social. Mestilah kita dah tahu as we know, the noise very nuising to ours, nuising the ours life, okay. If the damage hearing, if the interest, so dB disable, what is the value disable, that can be damage your hearing. Okay, noise pollution, noise monitoring. Body noise monitor is the monitor typical for the construction industrial activity may cause the nuisance to the neighboring receptors. Okay, example, the construction that in noise monitor, road construction. Okay, noise monitor should be established at the area with the human activity. Okay, ni similar for the station ni, similar to the air monitoring. So the station must be area nearest to the area for the human population. Okay, so the most measurement for noise construction activity are conducted in the exterior location. Okay, depend on how the particular control ordinance regulation procedure in the written, and measure may be taken different location including the property line closet to the construction line. Okay, ni saya akan explain lah. Resident or the sensitive point of closet frequent human activity. So must be look this criteria for the setup for the noise monitoring session. Okay, similar to air pollution, the data baseline is important. Baseline data, this means the existing before the construction. Okay, existing data, existing level of the noise before the construction activity start. Okay, the value important to assess the existing noise level at the proper site and potential noise source. Okay, so the objective to protect resident and sensitive land, to identify and minimize noise from the construction area, to apply feasible and reasonable work practice in the order to the minimum construction, to encourage construction to be undertaken during last sensitive. So this is the measurement of the noise. Okay, baseline. Okay, determine the baseline. Okay, noise level associated with the individual piece of the construction. Noise level associated with the individual piece of construction relate to the limit value, measure of the noise associated with it. Okay, this one background. Okay, this one ni sama and for pre and post pre construction level. Okay, so this one kita kena boleh compare. Okay, this is measure for entire operation, activity. Example, paving operation. Okay, so mana-mana lah activity that in doing the construction can be given the noise level, noising to the nearest location. Okay, evaluate screening project schedule. Okay, emphasis can be placed monitoring the operation. So ni penting lah how you can measure the entire activity. Okay, so the activity that we can give noises during the construction. So for mobilization, demolition, clearing and grubbing, earthworks, construction foundation, bush construction, together pavement, paving and clear out. All this activity will be give noise. Okay, measure indirect noise effect. Okay, for in the construction. Okay, truck supply material. Okay, the moving Okay, truck hauling. Okay, activity with the side of the machine size, concrete base, plant, okay, waste area, wetland creation site. Okay, effect of the traffic deteriorate. Okay, the formal value construction. So using the integrating sound level meter. Okay, able to measure the display equivalent maximum. Okay, L10, L19 weight disable, measure slow and fast response setting, available to monitor the caliber in the field, use the proper wind screen and proper visual location adjacent building, structure and activity. So this one the location lah. Location must be, tengok dengan kawasan lah, must be tidak berhampiran dengan building, okay, structure and any activities. So make sure that the noise that you recording atau measure is come from the construction activity. Okay, this is example of the BQ. Okay, so BQ, so this one water monitoring, what the parameter that need to measure during the monitoring. Okay, so air quality. Okay, 24 hours. Okay, this one BQ lah, you need to comply lah when you want to monitor the air quality. Okay, this one NOS sini ada NOS, tak ada NOS pula, air quality and NOS monitoring. So dah cakap lah sini report Okay, this is the air policy. So ni kita explain tadi how you can control for the air pollutant, total particulate matter. So tire wash, okay, wash through, tire wash, okay, water sprinkler at the road. Okay, apa benda ni must be prohibit lah. That's all. Okay, so saya nak tunjukkan sikit the report, contoh report the example. So the example report, so this is the report for the monitoring. Okay, this consultant that I conducted, okay, to monitor for the new road, okay, new road construction. Okay, so for me they have the basic monitoring, is the river water quality ataupun water quality lah. Okay, air quality and NOS level. Okay, the three type of the pollution that we measure during the construction activity. Okay, so sampling session in this so this start from this the location for the new road construction. So in this project we identify 6 sampling station. So this testing parameter, and we also measure for the air quality and noise quality yang kita dah explain tadi lah. So based on the BQ, they said must be measure for the quarterly. So 4 time per year. So for the testing parameter for the quality is the TSP, and noise is the L equivalent lah. L equivalent. This is the condition lah, current condition during the sampling. Okay, ni sampling for the water, ni chapter 2 kan. So this one for the air quality. So the location nampak location, kita put the location nearest to the ni jalan utama, jalan besar. Okay, jalan besar. So dia jalan ni masuk sampai ke dalam. So this one new road. Okay, new road. So kita letak kat sini ada golf. Okay, sini ada human activity lah. Ini ada kawasan penduduk, ni pun ada kawasan penduduk. So kita put the location nearest to the activities or population. Okay, for the resident, nearest to resident. Okay, kita tak letak kat sini. Sini kan ladang plantation, so tak ada population. So kita letak nearest to the population atau resident area. Okay, so here is the instrument using for the air quality. Okay, and then this one for noise. Okay, noise all the 24 hours lah, kita recording for 24 hours. Okay, this air quality, noise quality. So this guideline there. Okay, Malaysian guideline air quality. So for based on the BQ they just want to measure for the TSP, total suspended particulate. So the limit is 260. So depend on bill of the quantity. Either they want to measure the, because this one road construction, so the main parameter for the air pollution is the TSP lah, because for the activity for the earthwork, okay, road construction and so on, so the main parameter is the TSP. So this is the guideline. So microgram Newton per meter cube. Then they have the others parameter, pollutant, nitrogen, sulfur dioxide, okay, carbon monoxide, ozone, okay, PM10, lead, dust, fall and so on lah. But based on the BQ, they just only want to measure for the TSP. So it depend on your BQ. Okay, for the industrial maybe they measure for the NO, nitrogen oxide or sulfur dioxide. So they depend on the activities. This one permissible sound for the noise. Okay, noise. So they have the L90, okay, L10, okay, Lmax, okay. So depend lah. Ni equivalent. This one equivalent. Suburban area, so urban area, so they have the limit lah for L equivalent. This one water quality lah, water quality. Okay, saya tunjuk langsung. So this one baseline, okay. This one baseline. This one baseline, okay. Baseline saya dah explain before any activity. Okay, you measure for the baseline before any activity, construction. Okay, before any activity, construction. So TSP, this one at the April during the construction, so the level is the 99.9. So the highest than the baseline, but still lower than the guideline. So this still okay lah, still okay, but they have the small effect to the environment. Okay, so before 56, so after doing the construction they have the higher than the baseline, but still lower than guideline. So this acceptable lah. And this for the noise level. And this baseline, okay, baseline. So the L10, L equivalent, L90, L max. Okay, this one in April, so baseline 60. So in the April for L10 lowest, for L equivalent for lowest, so the acceptable lah. So the doing the activities, the limit level of the noise still in control. So the lowest than baseline and also guideline. So this one the daytime, evening and night time. Okay, so depend lah. So you can analysis based on the situation. Okay, this is the 24 hours lah, 24 hours. So they have the L10, L90 and L equivalent. Okay, so what you should do, what you can control. Okay, what is the control that you can use to control the noise pollution, to reduce the noise pollution. Okay, let's say this here is the bridge, road construction. So this one bridge, okay, bridge construction. So they have the kerja-kerja work for the demolition, okay, piling, okay, so concreting. So all this activity will be part of the sources, noise sources. Okay, noise sources. So what you should do to reduce the noise sources? So as a environment official, so you need to reduce the noise pollution. So how you can reduce the noise sources based on the construction activity? The first thing you can look in the term of the engineering. Okay, engineering control. So based on engineering control, what you can do, let's say for the piling, okay, either you using the hammer piling, okay, hammer piling. So you can chain this equipment to the pipery equipment. Okay, peralatan lebih senyap. So maybe you can use the hydraulic piling. Okay, hydraulic piling. Let's say for the bridge you have the activity for the blasting. Okay, for the blasting ke ataupun drilling ke, all this can source for the noise kan. So for the blasting, maybe you can conduct the blasting activity during the day. Okay, during the day, maybe that the time the people not in the house. Okay, maybe have the resident so during the working time, so maybe blasting or drilling you can conduct during the working time. So people at the home, people during that the people working time. Okay, So you can also, let's say for the machinery, this crane, if they're not well maintenance, so dia akan buat bising, dia akan create the noising. Okay, noising. So maybe, so you need to make sure the equipment must be in the good condition, so they not provide, okay, not provide or not giving the bad noise. Okay, so you need to maintain the equipment. Okay, so and then also you can, how you can reduce the noise, so you schedule the work. Okay, schedule the work. So at the night tak adalah buat at the night. Okay, for the night, so you less activity at the night, or in the night maybe the activities such as for the activity or construction activity that not produce the noise. Okay, let's say clearings ke, okay, maybe for the concreting ke. So at the night you the activity must be the less noises. Okay, for the day, okay, maybe you can tolerate with the activity have the give the noises. Okay, so you need to the schedule lah, and so on lah. Schedule, so machinery, so you kena rotate lah, rotation of the machinery. Okay, so schedule is important lah, make sure the noise you can control the noise. And the last one is the as the worker you should wear the PPE, personal protection equipment. Okay, such as the ear plug and so on lah. Okay, ear plug and so on. Okay, let's say here ada resident house here, for the construction here ada resident house, so maybe here you can put the barrier, noise barrier. Okay, noise barrier. So when you do for the construction activity, so you can reduce the noise going to the resident area, so transparent to the resident area. Okay, that is the some of the plan or method, okay, that you can use to control, okay, to control noise during the construction activities. Okay, so now we complete for this chapter. So we dah cover for the air pollution and noise pollution, so you also know what is the air pollution, where is the come of the sources of the pollution, so what is the equipment or method that can be used to reduce for the each but is air pollutant parameter, such as for the particulate matter. So what is the equipment that is suitable to use to remove for the particulate matters, for the sulfur dioxide, what is the equipment that use, nitrogen dioxide, okay, ozone and so on lah. Okay, so how you can, what is the equipment. Okay, so for the noise, so you know what is the sources of the noise, how you can measure for the noise, so what is the guideline important for them, what is the baseline, and then lastly how you can control, okay, how control atau mitigate the noise pollution from the construction area. Okay, I want to share for you. Okay, how you can measure for the noise pollution. Previously I mentioned about the L10, L19, L equivalent. Okay, sorry. Okay, in my YouTube channel, okay, in my channel I was create the calculation how you can compute for the Okay, this one. Analysis bunyi. Okay, so how you analyze the noise, so you can refer this video lah. Okay, you can refer to video how this one just additional knowledge lah, additional knowledge. So for the final exam ke apa tak ada keluar lah how to compute for the noise L10 kan, tak ada keluar lah how to calculate for the how to determine L10 L90 tak ada keluar lah for the test or exam. But this one just for your additional knowledge, how you can analyze for the noise data. Okay, from here I have mentioned how you can measure for the L10 and so on lah. So this one in detail. Okay, so how you can determine for L10 and so on lah, saya ada explain here. So kalau you nak dapat extra knowledge, so you can watching this video. Okay, so thank you all for the class today, and this is the last class for this semester, and I wish you all the best for you, and you can answer and perform in your final exam. Okay, thank you all.